We are Laura and John Hebert from Hebert's Travels. You can follow us on YouTube. We were in the RV Nomads movie, and we have a book coming out soon.
That's right. I hope you're fueled up and ready to join Alan Warren, your RV wingman, for another adventure on the RV Show USA.
That would be me. I'm Alan Warren, your RV wingman, and for the next 2 hours, well, we're gonna have a lot of fun. This show is your escape from politics and division. It's also your connection with family and friends by this wonderful thing that we call RVing. Now, you can join us in the studio and catch the live stream of our show on our YouTube channel. Just go to YouTube, of course. Type in the 4 words, The RV Show USA. Be the first thing that pops up. Hit the subscribe button. Make sure your notifications are turned on by hitting the bell. All right, on our guest line is our friend who has a job pretty much like no other. Now, get this. First, he is an RVer. He finds these out-of-the-way places like farms and breweries, you know, those little small breweries where you can sample those great craft beers, wineries, all kinds of places where the owners let him stay for free in his RV. Now, not only will they let him stay for free, they pretty much roll the red carpet out for this guy. But hang on, it gets even better. These folks, the ones that own the breweries and farms and wineries and ranches, have agreed that you, yes, you can do the same thing. You can stay for free in your RV, and not just at a handful of places, but at nearly 700 of them all over the country. If you think it sounds too good to be true, well, it is true, I promise you. And to tell us about it is the man who is sharing just how he does it, Mr. Joel Holland. Welcome back to the show, Joel.
Hey, Alan, how are you?
Doing great. Well, what I said in the intro is true, right? I mean, it is.
It's true. It's true. We now have over 700 locations in the what we call Harvest Host's Classic program, which includes wineries, breweries, farms, distilleries, really interesting museums, like outdoor auto museums, outdoor airplane museums. We even have the Museum of Clean. If you've ever wondered about the history of vacuum cleaners, well, that's a Harvest Host.
I heard that place really sucks. I couldn't help it. I'm sorry. I couldn't help myself. So the whole concept, why would people allow RVers to stay at their place for free? Joel, explain that real quickly, please.
Yeah, so it's a two-way street, and all of our hosts are small businesses that have products that they're very excited about and they want to share with the world. And our members, are looking for a really unique place to stay, and they're willing to give back. And so part of our code of conduct is that in return for staying for free at any of the Harvest Host locations, you will support the local merchant, whether that's buying a bottle of wine, buying some fresh produce, buying a ticket to one of the museums. So everyone wins. The small businesses, they get more business, they get to share their passions, and our members get very unique places to stay.
So it does not work if somebody's looking for a place just to, I hate to say it, but freeload, park overnight, like in a Walmart parking lot, and hit the road the next morning. This is not for them, but for someone looking for a different kind of an experience. Instead of spending the money, like you said, at a campground, you can buy that bottle of wine or support them by buying a T-shirt or whatever from the gift shop.
That's exactly right. So I always say we're not really competing with campgrounds. I think campgrounds are great and they have their place and they're complementary. We're competing with the parking lot. And I don't think anyone should have to stay in a Walmart parking lot or a Cracker Barrel parking lot unless they want to. But we now have, combined between the Harvest Hosts Classic locations and golf courses, we have over 1,000 locations here in North America. So it's always easy to find a place to stay overnight. And why stay in a parking lot when you can stay somewhere super unique?
And I was going to ask you about because you've got 300 golf courses around the country. That's kind of a new addition for Harvest Host. Tell us about that. Let's talk about that for a few minutes.
Yes, that's right. So we ended up purchasing the RV Golf Club back in November of last year. And the RV Golf Club was similar to Harvest Hosts. You pay a membership fee. You then got access to over 300 golf courses around North America where you could stay for free in return for playing a round of golf, eating at the restaurant or, attending the spa or buying something from the pro shop. And it's worth noting you don't have to be a golfer in order to use the golf courses. In fact, of our 329 courses, only 15 of them require a round of golf in order to stay overnight.
Wow.
So so it's a great, golf courses are like wineries. They're beautiful. So
I was going to say, from a beauty standpoint, most golf courses are, I mean, as they say, they're easy on the eyes, or, you've got nature all around you, or they're quiet. And why would these golf courses do this? I mean, I guess they've got big parking lots and lots of space, so they allow RVers to go in and stay there.
I think that's exactly right. So golf courses often have these large sweeping parking lots. At nighttime, they're not being used. And they really want to encourage more people to come in and use the facilities and play around the golf. And I was looking at. Go ahead.
No. I was going to ask you about the restaurants, the pro shops. It's more than just a round of golf, but a lot of places have, great little eateries, pro shops where you can get gear. Even if you're not a golfer, it's nice to buy a T-shirt or a golf shirt and look like one.
Well, and so I pulled up. I was looking at some of the recent comments by members. And one of them, by Will and Kate, on January 14th, they stayed at the Majors Golf Club in Florida, in Palm Bay, Florida. And they said in their comment, we are not golfers, but we did enjoy brunch and the adult beverages on the veranda overlooking the property. And that's perfect, right? I mean, the golf course got business. They had, they sold a meal, they sold some drinks. And for Will and Kate, they had a really nice time looking over a beautiful, scenery.
Win. So can I see, if I'm a member of Harvest Host, will I be able to see the destinations? I guess I have to be a member of Harvest Host to be able to see everything that's available, right? Or if I'm not a member, am I able to get access to that?
So if you're not a member, you can go to our website and click on the host locations or the map on the top nav. It won't tell you the names of the locations, but it will tell you what type of locations they are. And so then you can actually drill in and pick a state or zoom right in on a city and see exactly what types of locations are around. You then have to join in order to get the contact information and learn more.
So with 1,000 or more destinations, you've got them from the Atlantic to the Pacific and from Texas all the way up to the Canadian border, I guess.
That's right. Yeah, and in fact, we have every Canadian province. So we have all 50 U.S. states, all Canadian provinces, and a lot of the warm weather states. So I'm in Colorado. It's freezing. It's blowing snow right now. Florida and California are two of our most popular snowbird destinations in the wintertime. And, traditionally it's hard to find places to camp this time of year. Mm-hmm. But I was just looking with the golf courses. We just added 30 new golf courses in California. Wow. And 12 new golf courses in Florida. So that's right. So there's a lot of new inventory. And hopefully will help some snowbirds who are not able to find a traditional campground to stay.
With it as cold as it is up north this time of year, people are heading down south. They're looking for warmer weather. What about too many people trying to stay at one location? Have you run into that situation?
No, it's a great question, and I think that's the thing that we're most concerned about, or at least that we're most concentrated on, is making sure we always have enough locations to accommodate our members. And so we've been adding locations at a feverish pace. We're adding over one a day right now. And I keep in touch with these hosts and I survey them and I ask them, how often do you have to turn people away? How many more people would you like to have, visit you? And right now we're doing well. Right now we're not having any occupancy issues. Now there's a couple of, super popular locations that from time to time might get filled up. But for the most part, with 1,000 locations spread around North America, you're going to be okay. And to be honest, I would say 90% of the Harvest Host locations that I've stayed at, I'm the only one there in an RV.
Wow.
Nobody else.
Yeah, I've heard that from many, many people. We got less than a minute to go. Tell everybody that the cost is how much, and you're going to give them a discount if they go ahead and book and use the radio code word. So tell everybody about that real quick, if you would, Joel.
You bet. So it is $79 a year for Harvest Hosts Classic, and you can then upgrade to the golf program for an additional $20 during the sign-up process. So for $99, you have over 1,000 locations, and that includes golf courses, and we'll give you a 15% discount if you use the coupon code Radio2019. So it's
and you can stay as many times as you want to all year long for that $99 at over 1,000 places.
That's it. As many times as you want, unlimited.
All right, listen, got to call it there. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Folks, go to harvesthosts.com. Use the code word Radio2019 at checkout. Be right back.